ever said that I'm a fashionista, you need to look to me for fashion advice, you should wear what I wear. I've never in my life said that. I whooped. That's it. Don't let nobody ever trick you out your spot. One, I've already had a stylist. That's the first part. I was already looking at getting me another stylist so I can have two. I'm the Beyonce of boxing. Do you know how many stylists that Beyonce got?
Beyonce of boxing.
The fight hasn't even started yet, but there's already drama in the air. Before any punches have been thrown, someone's ego has already taken a hit. The gloves are still on, the glitter's out, and the stage is set, but the real show started early, thanks to Claressa Shields. While most fans were just getting in the mood for a regular boxing promo, Claressa decided to spice things up. With a confident toss of her ponytail and a smirk that said she meant business, she made it loud and clear that Lani Daniels better step aside. Why? Well, it all came out during an interview that's now gone viral on Twitter. In that moment, Claressa stared straight into the camera, didn't blink, and said something that got everyone's attention. "I'm the Bianca of the ring. She's just part of the background crew." Wait, did she really say that? Oh yes, she did. And it wasn't a slip up. It was delivered with full intention, bold, sharp, and unapologetic. What should have been a normal pre-fight media tour suddenly turned into an all-out verbal takedown. Claressa wasn't just hyping herself up. She brought pop culture into the ring, serving what felt like a Grammy Awards acceptance speech mixed with a splash of attitude. This wasn't the typical trash talk you hear before a fight. It had style, fire, and shade all rolled into one. And the internet? It lost its mind. Now the big question is this: was Claressa simply being confident, or was she trying to mentally destroy Lani before they even stepped into the ring? One thing is obvious: this isn't just a fight anymore. It's a spectacle. July 26th isn't just a date on the calendar. It's becoming a headline event. Claressa isn't just fighting for a belt, she's putting on a show. And she made sure the world knows she's the star. Let's back up a little and take a closer look. Originally, the July 26th undisputed heavyweight championship fight between Claressa Shields and Lani Daniels was expected to be a regular entry in the world of boxing. Nothing too wild, just another night of gloves flying, jabs thrown, and maybe some rehearsed respect exchanged at a press event. But that changed the minute Claressa opened her mouth and said she was the Blanc of boxing. That comment flipped the mood completely. And when she called Lani the backup dancer, it became clear that this wasn't going to be a quiet, professional match. This was about to turn personal. Claressa made that comment during what was supposed to be a relaxed promo interview. She was sitting comfortably, sipping her water, wearing her championship belt like a Grammy Award, and looking as calm as ever. When the host asked her what made her different from other boxers, she didn't hesitate. "I'm not just a boxer," she said confidently. "Everything I do is top level. My walkouts? Legendary. My footwork? It's art. My energy? No one compares. Lani's good, but she's just a backup dancer." Imagine calling your opponent a backup dancer right before one of the biggest fights of the year. That's not just shade, it's a full eclipse. But here's the kicker. This isn't the first time Claressa's words have caused a storm. She has a reputation for being bold. This is the same woman who once told an opponent, "You can't punch with a pretty face, sweetheart." She's called herself the greatest woman of all time. She's clapped back at critics from entire countries and even once told a male boxer, "I'd outwork you and still have time for lashes." So when she compared Lani to a backup dancer, her fans weren't shocked, they were ready for the remix. Still, it's important to remember that Lani Daniels isn't some nobody. She's New Zealand's champion and the current IBF light heavyweight title holder. She's also moving up in weight for this challenge. So what Claressa said wasn't just a dig, it was an attempt to erase Lani's accomplishments altogether. And the internet? It exploded. One tweet that went viral said, "Calling Lani a backup dancer is insane. Claressa better be ready to perform come July 26." Another fan posted a meme comparing Claressa in a gold bodysuit to Bianca at Coachella, writing, "If Lani's just a dancer, Claressa's about to do the whole concert." The jokes were endless, but underneath the humor, people started to wonder, was this a confident fighter speaking her truth, or someone going too far? For Lani, this wasn't funny. Sources from her team say she didn't take that background comment lightly. One insider claims she's been training harder than ever, doing 3 workouts a day since the clip went viral. When asked about the jab, Lani reportedly said, "If I'm the background act, I'm about to steal the spotlight. Now the fight has become something much bigger than belts. It's about who controls the story, who gets to shine, and word. Behind the scenes is that Claressa's team tried to block Lani from using her entrance music at the weigh-in, claiming it would distract the champion. Meanwhile, Claressa's own entrance is rumored to include fireworks, backup dancers, and even a live rapper. Naturally, fans started asking, is this a boxing match or the Bet Awards? Here's something not a lot of people are saying out loud. Claressa might be a top-tier fighter, but sometimes her bold talk has consequences. If Lani enters that ring with something to prove, and it sure sounds like she will, this could become a serious war. Not a performance, not a show, but a real battle. Some fans still remember when Claressa downplayed Savannah Marshall and then barely won their fight, or when she brushed off MMA fighters only to lose in the cage herself. Claressa's fans call her a genius when it comes to branding. Lani's fans say it's crossed the line into bullying. Either way, things have gotten deeply personal, and everyone is watching to see if Claressa went too far this time. And just when it seemed like the drama had reached its limit, it got messier. After Claressa's Bianca comment went viral, an email supposedly from her team leaked online. The subject line, "Control her moment." In the message, her team allegedly talked about making sure Lani didn't get the spotlight she deserved, insisting she's not the show, Claressa is. Then another leak hit the web, this time a voice note from a burner Instagram account. The voice sounded just like Claressa saying, "Let's be real, Lani's lucky to even be in the ring with me. I am the show." Lani's response, calm and simple, "Say less. Just show up." July 26th, even sports commentator Stephen A. Smith chimed in saying, "That's not championship behavior, that's ego." Soon after, the Bianca fanbase Saka the Bayhive jumped into the mix, and things went completely off the rails. In the middle of all the noise, Lani has stayed relatively quiet. She hasn't posted long rants, just subtle jabs, like a now deleted Instagram story with the caption, "Background dancers hit hard too." Some fans think Claressa's flashy approach is starting to backfire. A few sponsors have reportedly started distancing themselves, calling it mean girl marketing. Then someone dug up an old clip of Claressa saying, "I freestyle, I'm Bianca." That clip inspired a new social media trend where people added Bianca songs over Claressa's fight slips. It went viral, but not in a good way. So now, July 26th isn't just about winning titles. It's about reputation, pride, and proving who really owns the spotlight, and if Lani, the so-called backup dancer, ends up taking home the win. Claressa's words might be the thing that haunts her most. The tension has gotten so intense that the Michigan State Athletic Commission has received official complaints. Claressa's camp even asked for a separate hotel wing during fight week. Lani's team refused to shift the weigh-in time. It's gotten that real. And just a few days ago, Claressa went live from her car trying to defend herself. "I'm not apologizing," she said. "I'm the Bianca of boxing." What was meant to be damage control ended up making things worse. The comments under the video were brutal. "You're doubling down? That's not confidence, that's delusion." One fan wrote, "Bianca would never." But perhaps the boldest moment of all was when Claressa declared, "Come July 26th, I'm not just fighting, I'm performing. That ring is my stage." Now we all just have to wait and see. Will Claressa really steal the show? Or will Lani turn the tables and walk away with both the spotlight and the belts? No matter what happens, this fight is no longer just about power in the ring. It's about who owns the moment and who walks away with the last word. "She's just there to make me look good." Those 9 words set off a storm. Within 2 days, 3 of Claressa's biggest sponsors started to distance themselves. One removed her image from their website. Another deleted all posts about her from their social media accounts. The third released a vague statement about supporting all voices. Behind closed doors, executives admitted that her comment didn't sit well with their company's diversity and inclusion values. Then the tension spilled into the ring.